Hello everybody and welcome back to Screen Stars. I thought I would do some ship showcases for Elite Dangerous on the PlayStation 4, and the first ship I've chosen to do this on is the Keelback. This is my current ship on the game and it is the 6th ship that I have bought, and so far it's been my favourite. I found it incredibly versatile. And I thought it would be interesting to start my ship showcase with this ship, so I do hope you enjoy, and if you do, please consider subscribing to the channel. Now, so here we have a view of the Keelback in camera mode. As you can see, it's quite a bulky machine. It costs just over 3 million credits. But I quite like the design, the quite sleek design. The engines at the side, you know, like move up and down. The insurance is relatively cheap, but it is really quite a big ship. Now, for the size of the ship, it's more manoeuvrable than you might think too. Don't get me wrong, it is no Cobra Mark III, and you couldn't really class it as a fighter, but it does pack a bit of a punch. But I quite like the design of the ship. I think it is pretty bulky but quite sleek at the same time. So this shows you the scale of the ship. That's me on the inside there, so that shows you the scale of the cockpit there. Very, very big ship. So we'll start and have a look now at some of the hard points that you get with this. And some of the equipment that you can equip onto the ship and what comes as standard, etc. Here's a view from the inside of the ship. That's my commander there. Again, this shows you the scale of the inside of the cockpit. I love some of the camera angles that this game lets you have. It merely lets you appreciate the inside of your cockpits, and that is huge. You've got a nice little few windows there, which it makes it easier for landing. But to be fair, I tend to use the docking computer quite a lot. It just makes it a little easier. Some might consider that cheating, but I don't. Beautiful ship. Really, it's been my favourite ship so far. So we're going to go now into the outfitting, and this is where we will look at what the ship has fitted as standard. In fact, I don't think this was when I bought it in its vanilla state, so I've probably upgraded some of the things on this. So your hard points. You get 4 hard points, 2 small, 2 medium. So you can see there I've basically got a missile rack. I find them actually quite useful. Pulse laser. I usually have gimbaled, and the bigger medium pulse laser, and a multi-cannon, all gimbaled. Utility mounts, you have 3 of them. I've got boosters and point defense. Your core internal is up to the scale, up to 4 scale. Now you know 5's the best. So the higher the number, the better it is, and the lower the letter, the better it is. So it is pretty good. It goes up to number 4. Now some of these I will have upgraded to. So this is what you will not get on the ship as in its vanilla state. Optional. Here I have, what I tend to do with this is I have like one large cargo bay, and then I've got my fighter hangar, because this ship his big selling point for me was it comes with its own, you can get a fighter hangar for it. I have the planetary vehicle hangar. And what I've actually done since, I've actually fitted as well a first class passenger cabin, so I can even do some passenger missions. So it does everything, this ship. It's got a fighter, it's got a planetary hangar, and I can even do decent cargo trips and passenger trips. So it's very, very versatile ship. I found it to be anyway. So this is a look at the ship out in space, again from the inside of the cockpit. Very pretty ship on the inside, huge cockpit. This is showing the speed. So it's no slouch really when it speeds up. The hard points are out. So that's obviously just showing you the hard points in action. Some more views. Looks even more pretty in space, flying. Those are the hard points being deployed. So this ship I think is really, really good. It's reasonably affordable. Just over 3 million credits, like I say. And I got this ship after about 4 days of playing the game, building up money. And I actually bought the Type 6 transporter first, and I didn't like that, so I traded up from that to get this. Now the coup de grace, the fighter. So you have to employ someone on your crew, and I've employed an expert pilot.
Copy. Deploying the fighter.
And so you choose to deploy it, and then you can give it orders, you can ask it to defend you, to attack targets.
SOS is online. Standing by.
But the best thing of all, which you will see shortly, is you can of course fly the fighter jet yourself, which is absolutely excellent. So you can fly this, and then the pilot in this takes over the keelback, flying the keelback. So this is the inside of the fighter jet, and it's the Cobra I think I've got for this. Started off on the one below this, but I upgraded to the Cobra. Now I've not actually had any battles where I've actually needed to deploy this yet, so I couldn't tell you how effective it is. I mean, look at that, that looks really cool. But I've not got in any situations yet where I've needed to, you know, really fight my way out of it drastically. I tend to stick to a lot of trading missions initially, but I am going to take some like bounty hunting stuff a bit later on, probably when I upgrade again the ship to something else. I'm thinking maybe the Vulture next, but I don't think I'm going to sell this. I'm going to keep this, the Keelback, because I really like it, because when I want to go back to trade missions etc, I shall go back to using it. I mean, look how cool that looks from inside the Cobra fighter. Excellent. Such a cool addition. Strangely, it makes you feel that little bit safer when you've got like a fighter jet in your hangar that you can deploy. It's like an extra insurance policy. And then you can return back to the ship. Now I made a bit of a hash of this, so I cut it off early. you can land it back in the ship. But my suggestion is, if you're not very good at landing, because I'm not, because I use the docking computer, is to transfer yourself back to the ship and then order the pilot to dock it, which is what I didn't do here. You'll see the video cut off very shortly because I make a hash of it. There you go. So that's it. That's my first ship showcase, the Keelback, and I think it is worthy of your consideration. A very, very impressive ship. It's my favourite ship so far, and like I say, it's the 6th ship that I've bought. And I do highly recommend it. It is suitable for pretty much all the missions that you want to do. But I couldn't tell you exactly how well it does in combat, because I've not been in too many combat situations. But I don't think it'll be any slouch either. So thanks for watching, and please subscribe to the channel.